Hello everybody and welcome to another squad builder on FIFA 12 this time. My last FIFA 12 video, which I released on Tuesday, went down very well, so that was a clear sign that you guys really wanted more, so here it is. And today I have a hybrid squad this time, featuring a team of the season card, a Man of the Match card, and even some inform cards as well. And before I start off guys, if you want to play for a match on FIFA 12 which is on Xbox, then hit me up on Twitter, which will be down below, and make an arrangement to have a game. Anyways, let's crack on with the team now. And we first have Buffon, who is a very solid goalkeeper, but the bad thing is that he's just not consistent at all, as he has conceded some silly goals, I must say guys. But when he is consistent, when he's on his A game, he really is hard to beat in my opinion. Onto my defence now, and we have Inform Maicon, who is a monster in this game. I tell you guys, he's absolutely incredible. I do prefer him on this game than on FIFA 13, and he's made so many important stops in numerous occasions, and I definitely highly recommend him on this game. And for my first centre-back now, we have Thiago Silva, who's another great defender to add to this squad. And one thing I noticed about him, that he's always diving into tackles freely without any hesitation at all, and he also has the pace to get back during counter-attacks, which is key as well. I mean, he's by far the best defender in his team alongside Maicon. And that leads me on to the next centre-back now, and we have Giorgio Chiellini. And surprisingly, he wasn't as good as the other two defenders, which really disappoints me, because I know he is quite overpowered in this game. But in comparison to Thiago Silva and Maicon, he really wasn't that great. But don't get me wrong though, he's still really good, you know. He still made some great tackles at times, but just he wasn't as consistent as Thiago Silva and Maicon. But as I said earlier, he did make some important tackles along the way, so all is good really. And on to my last centre-back now, we have Miranda, and he's also overpowered in this game guys. He wasn't the best defender in this squad, but he did contribute more than Chiellini in particular. And he's also cheap in both FIFAs as well, which is another bonus. And I would definitely recommend this guy on both FIFA editions. So now as my last defender for this team, we have Inform Marcelo. And surprisingly, he was quite bad really guys. I didn't notice him do anything for me. He didn't even make any tackles at all. I was just looking at gameplays. No, he didn't make one tackle. All he did was make a bunch of clearances, and that's it. And to be honest with you guys, all he has is pace, that's it. No finished product at all. And overall, he's very disappointing. He really did surprise me, because his stats are beast, you know what I mean? He really did surprise me. Maybe because it's his inform, I'm not sure. But I haven't tried his non-inform, so I don't really know how that is in FIFA 12 anyway. But yeah, just very disappointing, really did surprise me. So moving on to my midfield now anyway, and we first had Giuseppe Rossi, and he played more like a defensive mid in this squad, but he did manage to score as well, just the one goal, but it was mainly at the back making those runs really. And for my last midfielder now, I have team of the season Marchisio, and he's also fantastic, especially going forward guys, as I did notice that he was always making the runs whenever he could. He would definitely suit more as a centre attacking mid because of it, because he was always making the runs. That's how he managed to score both of those goals, because he was always at front and he was always at the right place at the right time to score, you know. And it's just really surprising. He played more like an extra striker for me. He even played better than some of the strikers I have coming up in the squad. It just really surprised me how good he was. But he even managed to score 2 goals as well, 2 nice goals, especially one goal, which is an OP finesse shot. As you guys know, he's very overpowered finesse shots in this game, but he's such a nice goal, that one in particular, as you can see on screen now. So that really isn't too bad overall. Now let's move on swiftly to my strike force now, and we first have Man of the Match Balotelli, and this card was actually released in packs during the Euros last year, the Euro 2012 last year, and that's why they're called Man of the Match, International Man of the Match they stand for. To be honest, I do prefer him on FIFA 13. He has better strength, just better physique, better finishing as well. Because in this game, his finishing is awful. Even finesse shots he can't even do. His finesse shots are absolutely dreadful, I must say. It's just really hard to score with. Even though I did score 2 goals with him, they were just really quite lucky, if I be honest. But whenever I did do a finesse shot in particular, it's just so frustrating because he would never put them in the net. It's just really annoying. So I definitely wouldn't recommend him if you're going to get him in his team. Maybe his non-inform card is better, but his Man of the Match card is just completely awful in my opinion. Anyways, on to my first striker, and we have Inform Fabrizio Micheli, and he also wasn't that great. Balotelli was actually better than this guy. I just struggled to score with Micheli. I don't know what it is. I haven't missed an open goal with Micheli or one-on-one. I haven't missed that. I did a finesse shot and he just hit it at the goalkeeper's face. So I was like, oh great, you know. So I managed. Even one of the goals he scored was just a penalty. So anyone saw that. And then one he actually did score, just quite a nice goal, like near post goal, surprisingly. But apart from that, he really isn't that good. All he has is pace. That's all he has, guys. It's a bit like Marcelo. All he has is pace as well. Moving on to an actual good player now to complete the team, we have Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the Beast. I do prefer him on FIFA 12 if I'm honest guys, as he's so cheap on FIFA 12 as well, which is a great bonus, and it's ridiculous how much he is on FIFA 13 at this stage. He's still 400k or 300k I believe, which is ridiculous because it's August now, we've only got one more month for FIFA 13 to go, and he's still ridiculously high. It's just an absolute joke in my opinion, and he isn't really that good for me anyway in FIFA 13, so FIFA 12 he just did everything right for me. As you can see, I did go quite a few runs with him, not exactly proper skill ones, but he did a few skills here and there, which was quite nice to see. And I did score quite two goals from those ones in particular, as you can see on the screen now, so I was quite proud of that anyway. And to be honest with you guys, he's actually one of my favourite players I've used in the game ever, even throughout all FIFAs. He's just so good to use, I really did enjoy using him. The only thing I don't like about him though is his pace, because he hasn't really got that much pace. I think he's like 72 or 75, it's not that fast, so he could do with at least 80 pace, 90 pace would be fantastic, but hey, you can't get best of both worlds anyway, so yeah. So that's the team anyway guys, in all its glory. So I really hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, then please leave a like rating down below, I really would appreciate that. If you do want to play on FIFA 12 also guys, and hit me up on Twitter, which will be down below. Also let me know whether you want to see more FIFA 12 content from me down below. And until next time guys, take care and stay safe. Peace.